Hey guys, it's Kelly. I've got a shoulder opening flow for you today. So if you're ready to open up the heart and the chest and get rid of that crunched over feeling that we so often do, roll out your mat and let's get practicing. Come to a kneeling position on your mat. Hips come to the heels. If this is uncomfortable, you can roll up a blanket and place it underneath the sits bones to prop the hips up a little higher. Relax the shoulders, close down your eyes. Allow the body to soften. And we'll take a moment to turn inward into our breath and how we're feeling in this moment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Begin to lengthen the inhales and the exhales as you settle into your mat, into this present moment, this time. Give yourself the gift to just be and to focus on you for a few moments. Let's blink the eyes open. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, gentle twist over to the right. Let the gaze follow the right shoulder. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, take it over to the left. Inhale, reach the arms high. Fingertips plant on the mat, crawl it forward, tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists. Press the knuckles down. Press the mat away. Untuck the toes. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Activate your core. Take a few breaths here. Keep pressing the mat away. Spread the shoulder blades away from each other. Tabletop. Let's inhale, draw the belly low. Chest draws through the shoulders. Gaze comes high. Exhale, round through the spine, articulating each movement. Dome the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale forward for your cow pose. Exhale back, cat pose, round the spine. Gaze to the thighs. Take this movement at your own pace, just warming up the spine. You can bend the elbows. It can feel really nice. Today is all about just stretching the body, opening up the chest and the shoulders. It can feel good if you do a lot of sitting or if you've been on the computer or on your phone doing some shopping. Then you've probably been looking down. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Find your neutral tabletop. Good. So if you've been looking down a lot, let's shift back to child's pose. Relax the forehead down. But allow this practice to help you move the body in the opposite direction. We'll allow the shoulders to gently open up through this practice. Inhale, come forward. Walk the palms forward just a little bit. You might have to scoot the knees back. Come down to the forearms and tail towards the ceiling. Find your puppy stretch. So allow the arms to extend, the chest to melt down. Maybe the chin finds the mat. Maybe you leave the forehead down. We're a little early. So I'm going to allow my forehead to rest on the mat. Allow the chest to open. If you have more space, maybe the chin draws towards the mat and the chest melts a little bit closer. Relaxing with each exhale. Sometimes you need to reposition the knees if you have a little more space, just to allow more space for the chest. I want the hips over the knees. And then come back up to your forearms. Walk it back up. Shift back. Child's pose once again. This time we'll crawl the hands over to the right, gentle stretch in the left side body. You can stack the left palm. Send the hips over to the left. Really feel the stretch between each rib. Inhale fully. Expand. Exhale completely. Inhale back to center. Pass through neutral over to the other side. Shift the hips to the right. You can stack the palms. Good. Inhale back up. Tabletop pose. Tuck the toes under. Find your way to your downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. You can pedal out the feet. Warm up the back body, the calves. Just gentle movements here. Rock side to side. And then find a little bit of stillness. It's okay to keep a bend in your knees here. Press the mat away. Shrug the shoulders up. Rotate the arm bones in towards each other. Come up high on the tippy toes. Send the heels to the right corner of the mat. Straighten the left leg. Bend the right. And we'll spin the upper body over towards the left a little, just to get a stretch in the left side body. Inhale back through center. Come up high on the tippy toes. Send the heels over to the left. Allow the left leg to bend as you straighten the right. And send the chest over to the right a little bit, like we're peeking under our arm. Inhale back up to center. Good. Inhale forward to high plank. Lower the knees down to the mat. We're going to come all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Elbows draw in. Inhale, baby cobra. Just a little lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Once again. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release. Bring the hands to the outside edges of the mat. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhale up. Maybe you come a little higher this time. Exhale, release. Inhale. Up once again. Dip the left shoulder down. Gaze over the right. So stretching the top of the shoulder. Woo. I feel that one. Inhale up. Exhale. Stretch the right top shoulder. So gaze to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, release, back down. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press the hands. Find your way to your downward facing dog. You can pass through your tabletop. Once you arrive, send the gaze to your hands. Come up high on the tippy toes and begin to tippy toe all the way up. You can bend the knees. We're going to make our way to a forward fold. Feet are hip distance. Allow the belly to come closer to the thighs. Relax the upper body and gently sway side to side here. If it feels nice, you can grab opposite elbows. It can help deepen and allow the body to surrender more, the upper body. You can shake the head, yes or no. And release that grip if you have it. Round up one vertebrae at a time, all the way to standing. Shoulders come up and back when you arrive. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, arms sweep down to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come towards the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms reach high. Gentle back bend. Shift the hips forward. Engage through the belly. Good. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps way back. Find your lunge. Inhale, hover the hands. Gaze just past the front foot. Shoulder blades draw back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Exhale, halfway down, pause in chaturanga. We'll lower all the way to the mat. Nice, building some strength. Untuck the toes. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra, gentle lift. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes under. Press up through your tabletop. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, shift forward into plank, knee to chest. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, hover the hands. Breathe. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulder blades draw together, palms come to the shins. Find length in the upper back. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Arms reach all the way up. Gentle back bend. Shift the weight into the toes. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's bring the feet together. So big toes touch, heels are a little open. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sit back and down, chair pose. Draw the shoulders back if you can. Good. Keep the bend in the knees, interlace the palms behind the lower back. Inhale, as you straighten the arms, shine the heart a little bit more. Waiters in your heels. Exhale, dive down. Let the arms lift. You can keep a slight bend in the knees. Stretching the shoulders. Bring the palms to the lower back and then to the mat, down to the fingertips. We'll straighten the right leg. Keep the left hand planted, open up, reach the right arm towards the ceiling. Find a twist. And exhale, switch it out. Tent the right fingertips, straighten the left leg, bend the right. Reach the left arm up, open. Sweep it down, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, forward to your high plank. This time we'll take our chaturanga to our upward facing dog, but if you'd like, you can go all the way to the mat again. So inhale, shift a little forward. Bend the elbows, hug them in close to the body. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the tops of the feet into the mat or find your baby cobra. So we're balancing on our palms, on the tops of the feet. Exhale, flip the toes over, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, open up the hip. Bend the right leg. Draw the heel towards the glute. Whoop. Getting a little hamstring cramp there. It's okay, do what you gotta do, right? Square off the hip again. Bring the knee towards the nose. Step it forward, lower the back knee, shin and foot down. Inhale, rise the arms high. Hips shift forward, so we're not right on our back kneecap. That would not be comfortable. We want to be in front of it. Good, hands come down, shift the hips, straighten the front leg. Runner stretch. Good. Crawl it forward, tent the fingertips to the inside of the right leg. Spin the left heel around. Find the connection of your right tricep to your right thigh and press the arm into the leg and the leg into the thigh, and then spin open, open to the left. Chest comes towards the ceiling. Modified side angle. Opening up the right inner hip. And then sweep the left arm back down. Spin the back toes down, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Stack the hips. Bend through the knee. Draw the left heel towards the glute. Try to keep your shoulders square to the mat here. Tendencies to open towards the left. And then square off the heel, shift forward. Step the left foot forward, lower the back knee, shin and foot down. Inhale, arms come high. Softening through the hips. See if you can engage the right outer glute muscle just a little bit. And then shine the heart towards the ceiling. Open the chest. You can even cactus the arms. Good. And then hands come down to frame the front foot. Shift the hips back. Straighten the leg. Breathe. Good. Crawl the hands forward. Plant the front foot. Left hand comes to the inside of the left leg this time. Spin the right leg around. Find the connection of the left tricep to the left thigh. And use that to help press and open. Spin the heart towards the ceiling. And then windmill the hand towards the front of the room. So you're working here to hold your balance. But the more you press the thigh into the arm and the arm into the thigh, the easier balance will be. And then windmill the arm down. Spin the foot back down, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lower the knees to the mat. Walk the hands forward, puppy stretch once again. Sometimes I like to hold on to the front of my mat if my mat is a little slippery. Let the chin or the forehead find the mat. See if you can go a little deeper this time. Allow the body to surrender. Good. Come back up. Plant the palms. Press back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Send the gaze to the top of the mat, tippy toe all the way up. Inhale, rise all the way up, chair pose. Weight shifts back into the heels. Hands come to heart center. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, take a twist over to the right. Spinal twist. You can take a peek down at your knees. Make sure they're in line with one another. Let's inhale. We're going to go straight to the other side. You've got this. Twist over to the left. And inhale to center once again. From here, bring the seat down like you're in a little squat. Arms are out in front of you. And we're just slowly going to allow the knees to separate as we sit down, but use your hands if you need to. Good. So from here, extend the legs out straight in front of you. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, gaze past the toes. And then find your fold. And we haven't done a ton of stretching, so it's not likely going to be your deepest fold that you've ever done, but just accept and notice where your body is right now. Good. Inhale. Come back up. Good. From here, we'll recline onto our back for a few bridge pose lifts. So feet are hip distance apart. Plant them on the mat. Arms are by the sides of the body. As you inhale, press into the feet. Keep the gaze at the ceiling. Lift the hips. Lift the chest. Engage through the glutes. And slowly we'll lower. So we'll do a couple of lifts here like that. Inhale, lift the hips. Hold at the top. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift the hips. Hold at the top. Exhale to lower. Beautiful. Inhale up this time and hold. See if you can rock the shoulder blades a little closer together, so underneath. Press the feet into the mat. Maybe you interlace the palms underneath. Breathe. Building strength. If you have the interlace, let it go. And lower all the way back down. Good. Bring the soles of the feet out wide. Knees come together. And we'll just kind of windshield wiper the knees. Allow them to drop in one by one. Breathe. Good. Find that position once again. Inhale. Find your bridge pose. This time, press all of your weight down into the left foot. Keep lifting the hips and get light in the right leg. See if you can draw the knee up and then extend the leg straight. Good. Hold. Exhale, lower the hips and then press back up. Lower the hips. Press back up. Keep the toe pointing up if you can. Good. Bend the knee. Bridge pose. Gonna go straight to the other side. We're really working here, our glutes and our back body. Get light in the left leg. Rise the knee. Keep lifting the hips. Straighten the leg if you'd like, or you can keep it bent. Exhale, lower. Straighten it. Exhale, lower. Good. Straighten, really use the right glute. One more. Exhale. Whew, you got it. Lift it up. And exhale the foot back down. Lower the hips. Take a break. Bring the knees together. Palms can come on the belly. Good. Sway side to side if you'd like. From here, we're just going to roll over to our belly. Do a couple of my favorite stretches here. Good. Bring the arms out in a T. Chin or forehead comes to the mat. Inhale, up for your locust pose. Rise the chest. Keep the legs straight and lift them up. Exhale, release. Good. Bring the palms to the mat. Cheek can rest on the palms. Just take a moment to breathe. Our back strengtheners are sometimes deceivingly more difficult than you think. So our breath can really get elevated. Let's take a beat to slow it back down. And then we'll do it once again. Set up, arms in a T. Inhale, this time press the feet into the mat. Keep them on the mat. Just lift the upper body. Lift, 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 lift. And then lift the legs. You can do it, keep flying. Exhale, release. Good. This time, allow the right arm to stay in a T. Bring the left hand under the shoulder. And we'll rock over onto the right hip. We're going to stretch the top of the shoulder here. You can leave the legs stacked or the left leg can come behind. And just breathe. Stretching out our right shoulder muscle, the top of it, and our pec muscle, which we use when we do our back bends and our shoulder opening. So it'll really help counter that constant forward feeling. Let's roll back and we'll switch to the other side. Extend the left arm into a T. And then roll onto the right hip. Breathe. Right leg can be where it's comfortable. I like to set mine on the other side of my left leg. You can leave the legs stacked if that's more comfortable. Good. Roll back, forward. One more back strengthener here. Arms come by the sides of the body. Inhale, lift everything up for your locust pose, but our arms are closer to the legs. Small sips of air. Exhale, release. Good. Press the hands, shift back, child's pose, separate the knees wide. Let the forehead come to the mat. Gentle rocks in the body. Breathe. Good. Inhale. We'll come high up on the knees, working into our camel pose. So if this is new to you, I want you to take your two fists and put them right in between the knees so you can see better. Right in between the knees. So you want the knees stacked, or the hips stacked right over the knees. Take your hands like you're sliding them in your jeans pockets. Open up the chest, even here. Elbows draw together. Engage, belly button comes closer to the spine. So we're engaging the core. Good. Start to send the gaze towards the ceiling. Use the hands to press the hips forward. Keep the belly engaged. Engage those, activate the core muscles. And come back up. Just getting a sense of what it feels like. Exhale, start to send the gaze towards the back of the room. Shift the hips forward. Maybe, just maybe, one hand finds each foot. You can also have the toes tucked under here. And breathe. If it's comfortable, allow the head to fall backwards. Feel the front body expanding and opening. Now we're going to come out the way we went in. So bring each hand to the lower back. Slowly come all the way up. Head is the last thing to lift. Lower the knees onto the mats. Knees come together. Finding our counter pose, our rabbit pose. Hands come by the heels. Kind of make little L shapes. It's okay if they don't touch. We all have different length arms, but they draw towards the heels. And then bring the chin towards the chest and start to really round. We were going the opposite way before by opening, but this time we're rounding into as tight of a ball as possible. If your hands find the heels, use that connection to help you pull the body closer together. Head, imagine it's going up your thighs. No weight is in the head on the ground here. Really stretch out the upper back. And then keep the chin towards the chest. As you lower the hips back down, slowly come out of it. Let the chin and the chest be the last thing to release, and roll out the shoulders. Very nice. Rock off to one hip. Bring the legs down, plant the feet, plant the hands, fingertips point towards the hips, and then press into the hands and the feet. Allow the head to fall back, stretching the shoulders, lift the hips, exhale, release. We'll extend one leg and then the other. Find your way to your back. Hug the knees into the chest. And then allow the knees to fall over to the right. Left arm can come out in a T. Gentle spinal twist. Bring the knees back up. Allow them to fall over to the left. You can scooch the hips a little to the right if you need to. Good, bring everything up to center. Hug the knees into the chest, and then separate the knees wide. Find your happy baby. Press the feet into the hands. Pull the feet down, so isometric contraction. Good, and then release. Find your way to your Shavasana. Extend one leg down and then the other. Close down your eyes. As we take a few breaths to reap in what our practice gave us today. A few moments to just be, to be still, to calm the mind. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Take a good morning stretch, reaching the arms overhead. And then find your way onto your side. We're gonna rock up into a comfortable seat. Be gentle with yourself, be kind as you get up. Sit up nice and tall. Take one more inhale through the nose. Bring the hands to heart center. Exhale through the nose. Bow in. Namaste.